When someone is breaking into your home, you hide under the bed and dial 911.
But instead of an operator, you get an automated answer telling you to hold for help. It's a scary scenario, but one, 10 on your side, Stephanie Harris, found could happen.
It could, you guys. I talked with a Virginia Beach man who called 911 when his baby stopped breathing, and he was put on hold for 4 minutes, which during that time to him seemed like an eternity. Now, the head of 911 communications admits it does happen, and it doesn't look like there'll be a permanent fix anytime soon.
Oh, you don't say.
From the time Carl Higbee was a baby himself, he learned to dial 911 in an emergency. When his newborn stopped breathing, that's exactly what he did.
I've never been more scared when that happened, and I didn't know what to do.
Mackenzie turned blue. Then her father turned red when an automated recording put him on hold.
Like I just called a credit card company.
Higbee put his daughter in the car and stayed on the line. He says he was pulling into the hospital when
Virginia Beach 911, where's the emergency?
he asked for a supervisor.
But I just want to make a formal complaint. I mean, it's like my daughter, and I got no ambulance. I pay my taxes, and I have paid $10,000 a year in health insurance. Why isn't, what if she died? You know what I mean?
Sir, I would hope that did not happen.
10 on your side went to the 911 center to find out what did happen.
We don't like anyone to be on hold. However, our reality today, certain times of the day or certain incidents can drive that someone will be on hold when they call 911.
The reason, Athena Plummer says, is probably in your hand or not far from it right now. Cell phones are driving call overload, not just in Virginia Beach, but in 911 centers nationwide.
As an example, we had a brush fire up on I-264. You could see it from 264. We had over 50 calls that came in.
We pulled the 911 call log from the day of Higbee's emergency, a Friday afternoon, typically one of the busiest times of the week. His was one of 75 calls received between 3:45 and 4:15. We found several car accidents reported, and more than one call was made for each of them. There were also reports of a driver with a gun and high water on First Colonial and Great Neck. Compared to the previous 2 Fridays, that day was much busier, possibly due to a rainstorm.
Because the majority of people get through with no problem. Our average speed of answer is 7 seconds.
We witnessed that while we were in the 911 center. Listen. That noise means there's a call holding. We heard it 3 times in a matter of minutes. All were answered within a few seconds, but that was mid-morning on a clear Wednesday. What happens when it rains again? There's another jet crash or, God forbid, a terrorist attack like the one in Boston. Plummer says they're working on a new mapping system that'll show when calls are clustered to one area, so those calls would all go to the same 1 or 2 operators, freeing up the rest to take other calls. They're also working on new technology that will allow you to send a text, video, or picture.
We're on the cusp of that. We're 2 to 3 years from that portion of it.
Meantime, if you're put on hold, she says, stay on the line. It may take a while,
Thanks a lot
but someone will be with you.
Who's the supervisor there? Can I speak with him?
A plumber said that mapping system could be in place by the winter. The texting options are already being tested in other U.S. cities. York County is actually one of them. And finally, 16 operators were on duty when Higbee made his call. That, I'm told, is fully staffed. However, workers who contacted us anonymously say that many of them are working 15 to 18-hour shifts because they just don't have enough operators. The director confirmed there are 8 positions open right now. Stephanie Harris, 10 on your side.